Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Randall Herrera, and today this video is not a review or anything like that. I just wanted to kind of share an experience I've had, and although this experience involves a Fuji X-T2, it's not specific to the Fuji X-T2 or Fuji. It's just kind of it happened to happen with this camera. Um, the X-T2 is on sale right now for a very good price. It's like $1,099 versus the usual, I think $1,499 or $1,599. And I was able to get it through Greentoe for $100 less than that. So that's $1,000, which I thought was an awesome deal. Now, I had the X-T2 before. I got rid of it to get the X-H1. But I always did kind of regret getting the X-T2 because the X-H1, while I like the size for certain applications, for throwing in my bag every day and just taking for street photos, sometimes it's a little bit bigger than I'd like it to be in terms of how much space it takes in my camera bag. But you know, it's a choice that I made, and it was a choice that I lived with. But at this price, it was I was pretty much getting it new back for what I sold it for, or actually cheaper, actually a little bit cheaper. So I just kind of had to jump on it. So I've gotten in the habit of recording my unboxings of cameras and lenses for the most part. I don't really record anything else. Not because I do unboxing videos. I don't think I have the personality for that kind of thing. Just to make an unboxing that interesting, I think you really need to have the right personality, and I think I'm just a little too mellow for that. Maybe not right now. I'm a little bit hyper just because of all the coffee that I've had this morning, but generally speaking, I'm not the guy that to make an unboxing look interesting. So, but I do record them because I do like to, if I do make a review for that particular lens or camera later on, I do like to add that in as like a little bit of just extra footage, B-roll, if you want, if you want to call it that. So I do record them all. In any case, like I said, I did get the X-T2 for even better price than Fuji was offering with the instant rebate. I got it, and I took my time opening it. The days of me kind of getting a camera and like just tearing through the box and getting all excited are kind of gone. It's not that I don't get excited over cameras. I do, but I can really kind of take my time now and look at more of it, more things, I guess, since I'm looking at it from a different eye now and not just playing with it, but from the fact that I like doing these sorts of videos, reviews and that kind of thing. And I want to be able to comment on how things are packed and how they're made and how they feel and first impressions and all that kind of thing, and try to have an honest, try to give an honest feedback of first impressions, first time in the hand, how did it feel, and not, because I feel like if, anyways, I don't want to sidetrack too much here. I've gone through a lot of cameras. My first camera was a Canon T4i. I went to a 5D3. I went to a Panasonic GX8, A7S II, A6000, A6500, Canon 5D4, the Canon 80D, the GH5, the X-T2, the X-H1, X-T2 again, and I feel like I'm missing another camera. I did the 80D twice actually. So I've gotten good at kind of, noticing certain things, and this is not, I'm not saying that, oh, I'm good. It's actually a disease that I have. It's very severe gas that I've got. I admit it. So, so I've gotten this into the habit of buying and selling and buying and selling. I don't own all the cameras that I just mentioned. I've had them. I've owned a couple of them still, but I've kind of gone through the back and forth of owning them and selling them and that kind of thing. And so one of the things that I go through now is when I open a camera, is kind of doing it very carefully for my own purposes of my reviews and that kind of thing, but also so that if I do decide to sell it later on, everything looks nice and all the original plastics and wrappings is all there. People kind of like that when you sell something complete like that versus just a camera body on its own. They like the experience of getting the box and the original plastic and the manuals and all that. And so I immediately noticed some things that went wrong. And so I'm gonna play some video, and because like I said, I did record the unboxing, and I'm doing this so maybe it can help you guys kind of see certain things when you unbox things. If kind of try to get out of that I know it's exciting to get a new camera, but for you guys maybe to try to get out of that, just tearing things open where you might miss things. What the reason it matters is because, you know, people return things all the times for reasons that would normally void that return, you know, or make it them have to deal with the directly with the manufacturer. You know, people drop things, they you know, and they'll just put it back and hope, here we go, I just don't like it, you know, and return it, and then that's the camera you might get if the company you're doing business with does not do what they're supposed to do. Anyways, let's go on to the video. I have it. Let's see if I can change the angle here. Can I? Without making my apartment look. All right. How does this look? You can't see too much of what. Okay. So let's go to the beginning. This is the old, the first one they sent me. So as you can see, this is the top. I'm opening it as I should be, right? Pull out the top, or you pull out the box. I'm sorry. But now you see the inside box is at the bottom. That's the bottom of the outside box. That's the top of the inside box. That to me, I immediately noticed something was wrong. Now this is the second box they sent me. I'll go into the whole exchange deal later, but this is the second box they sent me. So you can see that's the top. This is the way it should be. Top to the top. Again, that's a small detail that you may not notice if you're in a rush and you just want to get to the prize in the middle. This is the other thing. This may seem like, okay, yeah, you get your papers, you get your manual, but this is the second one. Again, these are the small details. If you look at how the documents are in this one, everything is in the plastic. Versus the first one that I got, you know, some things were in, some things were out. So let's get to, again, this is the old one. Right away when I look at it, I saw the plastic look crumpled. I didn't like it. This is the second one they sent me. If you look at it, the plastic looks newer. It looks less handled than the first one did. That, you know, you could be like, well, you know, who knows, right? Plastic is plastic. It gets changed in different ways. So this is the inside, the secondary box. I put the camera to the side. It's usually how I do unboxing videos, right? So this is the accessories that come with it. Again, right away, I look at all the plastics. They look like they've been handled, crumpled, kind of that kind of effect. Fold creases. This doesn't look like brand new or unused. This is the second one. Look, right away you can see the smooth, shiny kind of crispness of the plastic. And even the location, the placement of things are in different places. It just looks new versus the first one did not look new. So at this point I'm thinking, well, maybe it's just that it was a demo model. Maybe they just opened it, you know, to show somebody, you know, that kind of thing. So this is the back of the first one they sent me, and I noticed that right away. Now up until this point, for the sake of the video, I'm keeping my composure just for the sake of the video. But now I'm getting annoyed, and I'm like, you see, I'm coming out of frame, and at this point, I'm like, I remember, oh crap, the video. So I made sure to go back into frame, right there.
That's odd. Right,
and at that point, I'm like, wait a minute. I'm still trying to convince myself that maybe something, you know.
I'm missing that.
At that point, I went into the box and started looking for the little cap. I'm thinking maybe it came separate, and I just don't remember from my first XE2. So here, let's open it, and that just opened way too easy.
That's been opened before.
Let's hear that again. The old one. Okay, now this is the new one, the second one they sent me. I mean, you can see the obvious difference. The first one just kind of went, you know, and the second one you had to actually, I had to actually pull to open it. And from there I was like, all right, this is definitely 110% been opened. There's no way it has not been opened. The question is has it been used? And of course the concern for me is that it's been used. It might have been abused, dropped, who knows what. The other thing is that it was sold to me as new, not as a used item, not as a demo item, not as an open box item. under which case they may have had to negotiate a better price. So
This has been opened before.
right, so now I've discovered the truth, right? So we take out the camera. Here's evidence, more further evidence. Look at the body cap, and as you can see, the PC Sync cap cover is missing. And look, if you look at the body cap, the Fujifilm logo isn't level, isn't straight. That's something those are just the little details that camera manufacturers pay attention to when they put things together. This is the second one, the newer one that they sent me. As you can see, I ripped the plastic there, and right away I pull it out, and you see the cover is there, the PC Sync cover is there, and the Fujifilm cap is the way it's supposed to be. And of course, now I'm scrutinizing the camera to every last bit because you know it was a bit of an experience. So let's see if I can turn this. Anyways, the point, so just to kind of let you know what happened here, I called them right away. You know, I told them that there was the PC Sync port was missing. I told them that it looked open, it looked used. You know what's going on. I didn't show it in the video because I already turned off the camera. But I ended up taking off the cap, and there was a white speck in the sensor. So the woman on the phone said she was gonna go see something, whatever. She was gonna call me back. She did call me back. She said she would email a return UPS label. She did email it to me right away. I put it in UPS, dropped it off at a UPS location on Monday, and I received a new one by Wednesday. My fear was that they were gonna do we'll just give you a return kind of thing, which would have been kind of further proof to me that it's a company policy to try to do this kind of thing. You know, internal company policy, right? They're technically not supposed to do that. So, and so because they handle the return and the exchange so quickly and very, there was a lot of communication there. I'm not going to sit here and say who it was, just because maybe it was a single employee who did that either intentionally or unintentionally. You know, if they had said, well, we don't have any more, here's your money back, then I would have said who it was, just because kind of like, well, obviously they were just trying to get over and kind of stick me with a used camera. Whether it was used, or whether it was a demo model, whether it was a return. Again, I'm just making this video to kind of show you guys you do need to slow down when you do your unboxings, because I know when I used to first start getting into cameras and lenses, I would just tear things open like a kid at Christmas, and just, you know, you want your toy, you want your prize, you start pulling caps and covers off and opening plastics, and you would never know if you got something that was, you know, somebody else's return, somebody else's dropped item that they returned, and not because they realized something was broken with it immediately, but because they thought, crap, what if something is, let's just return it and get another one. And then meanwhile, a month later, you have to deal with somebody else's dropped camera. You know, all of a sudden something's jiggling, and now your 30 days has passed and you can't return it. Now you have to deal with the warranty and the manufacturer, and who wants to go through all of that, right? So at least try to ensure that what you're getting is actually an untouched item. So I think that's it for this video. Really just wanted to kind of share that experience and what I went through with that. Again, it was an easy return, easy process. It was an easy process in this particular instance to fix, but it could have been worse if I had not noticed it. Who knows if the camera was damaged or you know, abused in any way. So anyways, that's it for this video. I hope you guys got something out of it. I hope you enjoyed it. In any case, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.